24/7 because you hop in and out of fatherhood, you hop in and out of manhood, you hop in and out.
You think I forgot? What you thought I forgot? Did you think I forgot?
You dress
Hold on. I ain't forgot. I used to be a girl. I used to be a girl all day, every day, 24 hours a day.
I let you speak. Okay. This angry bitch lets you speak. And so can I have the same respect? Because this angry bitch with the balled up fist that don't allow nobody to talk, I let you speak. And so my thing is, at this point, when you put your womanhood on and off when it serves you to make a coin, that becomes a caricature. You're not being invited to these spaces because you're docile. You're being invited to these spaces because you affirm what they already think is true about trans women, which is that we are characters that get to put this on, take it off, dress it up, do as we please, and that this is not something that we live and wake up as. And I think that you're conflating the idea that you're being accepted into this culture with the idea that you have these thought processes that are so nuanced and new. You're giving them the same thing that they give us, and they love it because then they get to turn around and say, a trans person has also confirmed what I said, and therefore all the rest of you bitches can eat it. And I think that you're happy with that because to some degree, you wish that the rest of the bitches would eat it because you've come to a conclusion about yourself that is true and that works for you. The only thing about it is that, like those people, you want everybody else to agree with that. The thing that I love about Madison is that Madison is going to talk about her dick 90 going north. But she's never going to put down the girls that seek out to have that surgery. What it seems like with you is that if a person doesn't come into the space willing to agree to be disrespected, willing to agree to be put down, willing to agree that they are a man when they are not, motherfuckers is just angry and mad and die. If Martin Luther King was the only activist that we had, we would still be in trouble. If there was no Malcolm X, if motherfuckers wasn't out here busting heads open, if people weren't out here getting these white people afraid to talk that shit, we would still be over there doing what the fuck they wanted us to do, because sometimes you can't go in docile. Sometimes it can't just be Janet Mox and Laverne.
Well, is that how you gonna get them to hear you? Is that how you gonna get them to hear you with all that aggression?
Very clear. I've gotten into the spaces, and my thing is, the thing that gets me into the spaces is that they know that when I come, I'm coming real. I'm not gonna come and sit in the space and make the talking points that the white people wrote for me. They're gonna be able to have a discourse with me that feels like somebody that gives a fuck about what they're talking about, but on top of that, I know what I'm talking about. This experience is lived. I'm not talking through the lens of somebody that just wants to be heard and that wants to make motherfuckers feel comfortable. Fuck your comfort. Fully every day, 24/7, because you hop in and out of fatherhood.
Alright, as you can see, that's a live video of Miss Hope, and she was talking to Flame Monroe about the comments that she's been making while she's been going on different interviews talking about trans people. So I just want to let y'all see what exactly she was talking about. So let's go find the video. So here's the full video if y'all would like to watch that. I might record that whole video and put it on here. I might not, just so that you can get both sides of the story. But I do want y'all to see
Wake that ass up,
let's just go through
as opposed to snatching everything away. And then all these celebrities jumping on it. And Madonna, I'm a huge Madonna fan. Madonna created envelopes in the 80s to push, including on her knees in front of a black man burning a cross and like a prayer. She did that shit. Now they be at her house burning it down. But it was a different time. But don't take everything from this young man and don't teach him.
Well,
so
I will say people have tried to approach him because they did have
pronouns still. But look at the strides that we are making. We have you ain't my goddamn partner. You make more money than me. But Charlamagne, I do my Love Lounge because I do the show called Love Lounge where I'm in love like in a month. The AZT was very, very. It did kill A.
Let's go.
Cancel everything. Let's talk about the cancellation of Lil Boosie. I mean, shit, not Lil Boosie, of the baby last week.
Yes.
First of all, the baby is not my demographic. I'm 55. The baby is 29. His music, I never knew his music. I never knew who the baby was until all of the controversy. But then let's break it down and take it to the context. The baby was on stage. We are all live performers. We are all in this room have been on stage with live theater. Sometimes you have an audience and you have a microphone and it gets away from you. The difference is at 50, you know when to bring it back or how to bring it back. At 29, maybe he didn't. So maybe his words got away from him, but he didn't say if you was black and gay, put your phone up, or if you were white and gay, put your phone up. He didn't say if you was gay and got AIDS, put your phone up. He just said if you don't have HIV or AIDS, put your phone up. If your pussy don't taste like water, put your phone up. If you
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's enough of that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and play some of this
space, even though
interview
we're
for
like
y'all
uncomfortable.
when.
saying Hope and Ashley, I'm not speaking against my sisters, but I just know that it is not a position for me to speak for my sisters because I will not say it the way that you all need it to be said. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm against my sister. Bitch, I've been a trans woman a long time. I was a hoe on the streets and prison trans, all of that. But it is not for me to speak because I'm going to think my way and say it my way because it works for me. I don't want to be in the capacity of saying that I'm responsible for speaking for the entire trans community or at all, or the gay community, because if I'm only speaking for me.
I always do. I always say that too. I always
I was gonna say,
And if I'm going to cause more harm, then good.
then I would rather not.
Exactly. There you go right there. That's why I always say I'm not speaking for nobody but me. I always say.
Somebody said, stop hating on Flame. He speaks for himself. See, the gag is she already told you that she's a trans woman. So if anybody, that's the shit we're talking about. You're acting like you're supporting just so you can be able to say he to a trans woman. That's the shit that we be talking about. Like that kind of like thing where you're pretending to be in support of someone, but really you're only supporting the aspects of who she is.
You talking about some?
And when her and what was the woman name? Y'all friends now, girl? Because
Sure, Underwood. But that wasn't the first time I was on. I was on before that with Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, I know that. But when it was you and Cheryl Underwood that made it, because y'all were tearing the stage. Y'all was tearing each other up, and
it's unfortunate that these times are like this because Norman Lear, just like Maddie saw me. In 76, I saw Beverly LaSalle, the character on All in the Family, who was a drag queen. I felt like I was lost. I didn't know what I was. On the inside, I felt like a boy and a girl, and I didn't know what I was. And then I saw this white character, Beverly LaSalle, on All in the Family, that the character Edith loved as her friend, that Archie, who was the biggest bigot on TV, who played the biggest bigot on TV, accepted his drag queen. She said female impersonator, but she was clearly a drag queen, accepted his friend for exactly who she was. What I'm saying is that if we move into some of these spaces with a cool and temperament, granted, there are people who hate us just because of the way we look and how we identify as, but there are also people who don't hate us. And what we have to start doing is finding the ones that are for us and not for us, and just move away from them. You can't change somebody's mind. I'm an old head. You might not even be able to change my mind. But goddammit, if I can make it easier for the next group of trans girls that's coming in doing stand-up or coming in an arena or in a space where I'm at, if you can make it easier for younger trans girls to come and be
and find the people who fuck with us, it's important. And I said it first.
Ashley and Hope, we gotta stop implementing gay men to speak for the trans community. Gay men cannot speak for the trans girls because they don't have the same experience. And in my experience, being a trans woman for more than 30 years, you know who out trans women more than anyone else? Gay men. Period. Period. Gay men out trans women more, long before the internet or cell phones. Gay men. Y'all see?
Alrighty, so let me know what y'all think about what's going on. And, it's a lot going on. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really a fan of Flame Monroe for that reason. As I just showed you in the other video at the Breakfast Club, she with the he, she, we stuff. I don't know. Like, you can be with he, she, we stuff, girl, but I don't know. I just don't be agreeing with her with everything else that she be saying. What she chooses to identify as is her business. She is still a trans person, and so in that aspect, I do care about her, and she is going to be part of the news because, she is trans. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Make sure that you like, you comment, that you share this video, that you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Remember that when you hit that when you hit those buttons, when you hit that like button and that share button and that subscribe button, that you are helping me get the word out through the algorithm. The algorithm will see that you're watching the video, that you like the video, and it will spread the video out so I can keep making good content for you. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this for a long time, so I hope you get used to me. You're gonna be seeing a lot of me and a lot of me making these videos as long as I can make them. So thank y'all for watching, and again, as always, I am Novana Beta, and this is I Am Trans News.